Hello, everybody! Finally, we're back after so long. I'm sorry for the hiatus. Uh, I got back into Minecraft, no surprise. Playing by myself, because, you know, screw my friends, screw the homies. Whatever. But I also got to playing Digimon Story Time Stranger. That's a good game. If, you know, if you're not, like, a stickler for how, oh, the story's really confusing, like, it's good. Just don't pay too much attention to the story. Anyways, we're first gonna check here. Because we need to see what is up with Blake. Oh, we need to go to Aquafina. Okay. Let's head there then. I swapped around the team a little bit. None of them have the items that they really need, except for, like, you know, Porygon. But, our first priority is Aquafina. If I can remember for the life of me where it is. It's this place, yeah? Yep. So to Aquafina we go to get that scuba diving gear. I'm not 100% sure on why we need it, but we're gonna need it. I think the development center is down this way. And yes, this is the laggiest city ever. Check every floor, because I don't know which one I need to go on. You the guy? Nope. I'm gonna need to, like, take a sec to find this guy. I'll get right back in when I find. So, I ended up finding out that I need to get the 10th gym badge before I can actually... his daughter hasn't come back. But, yeah, I have to wait until my 10th gym badge to get the scuba gear for dive. Which is one of the gyms you need to face as a trainer. So yeah, I needed to come here. The only question is, how do I get there? This is gonna probably... Oh. Something unseeable is in the way. A Kecleon. This is probably gonna be a reoccurring theme, folks. Let's just go with knockoff. We have already gotten the Sylph Scope and the Kecleon. You can find all that in Aquafina City. You will indeed need to check some things out, though, so keep that in mind. Around and around and around we go. Where we stop, who the hell knows? I want that item, so I'm getting there first. Another Kecleon is in the way. It's probably going to be something of a reoccurring theme of sorts. But once you get that fly point, I'm definitely going to make sure that I am as leveled up as possible for this next fight. I can't get over there yet, so... let's just land here and go through. More item. And this one doesn't have anything in front of it, which is nice. There is something over here, though. I don't know this for certain, but considering there's a Kecleon right here, there's got to be something here. No, nothing? Damn. So there's just a Kecleon there for no reason. Interesting choice. And now we can go across to get that one item. Another Kecleon. KO it. And let's move on. Max Revive. That is literally useless to us, which sucks. Max Revives are great items. Apricorns could be in the tree. Castle Amria. Up ahead, up those stairs is actually a Pokemon gym entirely designed within the confines of a castle. Sure, the dragon. Okay. I can train here. Cool. I will be right back. Alright, and I'm back. My team is now fully leveled up. And I gave Tyranitar, Cynthia, and Merkion some items. Merkion currently holds the leftovers. Cynthia has a Muscle Band, and Tyranitar has the Earth Blade. Tyranitar also learned Power Gem, and Porygon 2 now knows how to Hyper Beam, so we should be pretty good. I already explored the place a little. I didn't fight anybody. But there's 4 rooms outside of this one right here, and I can't get into this one yet. So I'm guessing this is like an Elite Four sort of thing, where I have to battle... Oh. A Salamence is guarding something. Challenge it? Yes, I will! The only issue... Oh my goodness, they're level 80. Let's start with a Will-O-Wisp. Ooh, okay, Flamethrower. That's not very effective, but Will-O-Wisp will lower your attack stat. Which is great, because I'm fairly certain you might know Earthquake. Damage by recoil. Power Gem. And Burn takes you down. Alright, I'll take it. I found a key. It's probably not for what I'm wanting, but I found a key nonetheless. Okay, so this is a moment where I'll be using my Fairy type. Because Hydreigon is 4 times weak to Fairy types moves, which is sad because Generation 5 is one of my favorites, and I'm glad it didn't have Fairy types before that. Because Hydreigon would have just been annihilated. It would have made the fight against Getsis too easy. If you know what I speak of, you do not need to be asking any further. Fighting. Oh, it's Superior? Yeah, you know what, Swallow, you have some fun. Superior does not have the dragon type, but it's not entirely surprising that it's here. I also could have learned Hurricane, but Swallow has a bad habit of missing his attacks. So I'm glad he didn't. I'm glad I chose not to. If I could trust myself with a Focus Sash, I would gladly be using Endeavor strats. Okay, this is another one of these. And Fairy-type moves are key here. Honestly, when I come back here, and I know that I will gladly have a Fairy-type team ready to fight this guy. Because I have a couple Fairy types. I have a couple, including our starter, Kita. Come on, there we go. We landed it, finally. And now we have all 4 keys. Alright. That's just how it is, I guess? Halt, Challenger! I am Yasmin, the heir to the Armenian throne. Well, I suppose I would be if there was still a monarchy. Anywho, from young I've been trained alongside Dragon-type Pokemon. I've mastered great pieces in my travel. Now I tend to the castle, and more importantly, I facilitate the final badge required for league participation. I should have healed. I really should have. But we're going into this blind. Okay, it's going to either use a flying type move or a rock type move. So Murkion. Oh, it starts with Stealth Rocks. Okay. So that's going to have to be something to think about. Earthquake. Okay, that's stung, but we have high defense. So I'm not all that worried. Knockoff, because, you know, why not? Not sure what item you were using, but that's no longer a point. Okay, honestly, let's make this a neutral battle. Or maybe not, I forgot. Fairy type and dragon type do not work well together, and they're not neutral overall. And it has a life orb. Okay, that's good to know for next time. Ice Beam. Can Porygon 2 survive this? He probably could. Yep. If he survives this next one, I'm definitely hitting that recover. Booyah, baby. Dracovish, I'll recover again. This will be a war of attrition, folks. We'll recover one more time. Hyper Beam. Do I one-shot? Yes, I do. Okay, Porygon 2, you did your purpose. Nihilego? What are you doing here? Okay, so we can't outspeed that, sadly. So now it's a special attack boost. But thankfully, I have somebody who can thankfully counter this. Z into Earthquake. Landorus. Oh no. It's gonna go with a ground type move, so Swellow, I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to sacrifice. Yep, there we go. Let's go with Air Slash, because you're outspeed. You can flinch. Alright, good job, good job. Air Slash again. Put as much damage as you can, Swellow. That is all I ask of you. You may not win this fight, but you can certainly put out as much damage as possible. Murkion, you're next. Waterfall. Earth Power, this is gonna sting! Ugh, but we live in. Nihilego. Yep. There goes that KO. But, unfortunately for you, we still have a Mega Lucario. Earthquake. Take that thing down one shot. Let's go! Charizard. Okay, that's an issue, but Extreme Speed will still do a lot of damage to it. Extreme Speed again. Oh, it Mega Evolved. Oh, that is bad. Actually, if it's gonna Mega Evolve, I probably should have just Earthquaked. It might have outsped, though. Yeah, probably outsped. Damage by recoil. Okay, and now it's a 1v1 again. This is the farthest I've ever made it on my first try with a gym leader. Since, like, the first gym. Oh, yikes. Eruption. Yeah, no. Tyranitar was not the best option for this. But that is a wipe. Holy cow. We nearly beat it first try. That is awesome. But I'm going to have to make the long walk back over there. So you guys are going to have to give me a sec. That was an awesome fight, though. We made it so close.
The next day.
Yo, everybody. Just in case you weren't probably already guessing, this is day 2 of me trying. This fight is really tough, and I had to, like, grind out a whole new party to try and do this. I have a Serene Grace Togekiss, and I have a Krookodile now. I probably put, like, bits and pieces of me trying to beat it, but I skipped out on a couple because I was just losing constantly. But yeah, hopefully, like, I didn't put a whole lot into Togekiss yet because it's already tanky as is. So I just kept it as that. And it's got decent stats. I should have changed its moves. But thankfully, this Crocodile is just fine. Choice Scarf Crocodile's got incredible stats, and this is the one that I got from the Trader's Den. If you want to know where the Trader's Den is, you're going to have to do a little bit of a side-tracking side quest to get there. You can get a bunch of rare items from it as well, although it will lower your karma. But you can also buy, for 10k, a random Pokemon. And I mean completely random. It doesn't count any legendaries or mythicals, but you can literally get anything. And I was lucky enough to get this Crocodile. I had to change its nature to Jolly, but overall, this is a great Crocodile. If I do not win it this time, I'm not going to be surprised. I'm going to cut here, come back after I get a good moveset on the Togekiss, because this is abysmal. And yeah, I'll be right back. Come on, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. Don't flinch. Thank you. Sack Cynthia, I'm gonna have to. Alright, alright. This could be the win. This could be it. Since this is her last Pokemon, I have no fear. Get him, Crocodile! Let's win this! Yeah! Thank you. Thank you very, very much. A mighty victory! Number 10! Let's go! The Draco badge has been achieved. Only level 75? Are you kidding me? Bleh. That is so sad. I only get to go to level 75? Are you kidding me? Whatever. Next place we have to go anyways is Aquafina Town. I got it wrong the first time. I have to get the badge in order to get the full-on scuba gear. But Jesus! That fight was unfair. But at least you're able to still beat it. You. Thank you. We finally have the scuba gear. Now we can dive wherever we want. So long as there's a dive spot, anyways. But yeah, holy cow. 2 days worth of suffering for that. A little worried about what's next. That was probably the most difficult part so far. What's next? Honestly, I'm going back here for one reason and one reason only. Because there is a guy asking for me to find his daughter. And I'm going to go ahead and do that. But first, where is all my revival items? There you guys go. All back up. All better. You're not at your fullest, but at least you're back up. I'll make sure I get to an actual Pokemon Center soon. Just hang in there with me, alright? Oh, but that fight sucked. Like, doing this on hard mode is just like killing yourself slowly. Wait, crap. Can't really say that on YouTube, huh? Whatever. I'm far enough into the video. I don't care. I need to find... Okay, yep. There is an item there. I want to grab that. But yeah, if you want a Mimikyu, by the way, you go into this building and do a side quest. If you do that side quest, you will get the chance to catch a Mimikyu. But do note that there is only one spawn of it, so keep that in mind. You kidding me? Get out of the way, you're level 19. Pathetic. Yeah, poison ivy, yippee. Grip claw. Oh, that's where I put the keystone. I got an odd keystone a little while ago from a side quest. Why am I not allowed to run? Maybe. That took so many tries and so long. Use the Lujax. Yikes, more poison ivy. Yeah, get out of my way. Ironhead, get out of my way. Something about a guy's daughter going missing. Yeah, I'm stepping in poison ivy. I get it. Hello, little girl. Scary Pokemon in the tree? Wow. Pinsir! Okay, cool. Ironhead. Scary Pokemon is gone, little child. I won't be stepping any more grass for a hot minute, so I don't have to worry about the repel. Okay, dude. Your daughter's fine. What do I get? An ability capsule. Alright. That's useful. But, yeah, no, everything else is just whatever. Ugh, jeez. But at least now, over in Zeptown, we don't have to worry too much about much else. Heal up everybody here just to make sure they're at full. And that will be it for this episode. Holy crap, I've never had it go like up to 2 days or more. Well, quote, never. There was this giant period of not playing this. But, it's whatever. Give me more super repels. Buy those before I forget. I got a decent amount of full heals, but I'll grab like one more. And even though I won't ever be able to actually use these, some full restores and more revives. Because I'm going to be going through hell when it comes to the Elite Four. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Next time, we'll be going through Victory Road to get to the Elite Four. Finally, we're... I'm getting too into it. I'm coughing here. Hold on. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's about time we beat this game. We're so close to the end now. And then there's post-game, which cry about it more. I probably won't do the post-game, because you guys can do that for yourself. You'll have more fun with it than I did. Because I'm on hard mode, and I am suffering. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you guys next time. Peace.